Hey, yeah.
That sounds works.
That sounds much better.
Sounds really good.
Let me take my headband off.
I think I'm too far. Yeah, you're not in the gym, brother. Let's get physical.
Hey.
Do you wear that in the gym,
Yeah, it keeps my glasses on.
dude? Do you?
Yeah, I have to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have to keep because like when I'm running, my glasses will slide down my face, and so I place it.
Nice.
Place the arms or are they legs or arms? I can't keep on getting them confused.
Arms.
Arms of the glasses. Yeah, I put the arms of the glasses underneath the headband so my glasses don't slide down my nose.
That's a classic look.
It's not bad. I think I'm owning it this year.
I do enjoy that.
Yeah, 2018, year of the headband.
Yeah, headband and glasses.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends. And
What up?
for those listening on the podcast world, thank you very much for tuning in. For Talking Trends for Monday, April the 9th.
Yeah, it was a snowy morning. What the hell?
Dude, I'm over it, man.
Oh my god! Last night I was looking out the window. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
I'm very over this winter.
It. Oh.
And the thing is, it hasn't been a very consistent winter. It's been very up and down. It's either snow and then you get decent temperatures.
Yeah.
Snow, decent temperatures. Snow, decent temperatures.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of teasing you.
Totally.
And again, I put my shovel away like last
You
week.
jinxed it. I told you not to do that.
This is true. You did.
Oh man.
And I put it away, and then sure enough, a little snowstorm.
So if you want to know who to blame for the latest snowstorm, that guy right there.
it's fair enough.
Your magic shovel needs to stay out until June. Otherwise, we will be getting snow.
That's unbelievable. I'll take the blame, ladies and gentlemen. It's perfectly fine.
Good man. Step up.
Right?
Yeah.
Weekend was good. It was a
The
good
Jammy Jam.
It was a good weekend.
Congratulations on the 4th year.
Hey man, thanks. It was a good time. Very surprised with the turnout. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm not. I mean, it was good to see that turnout. It's always great.
It was phenomenal.
And I was super appreciative of everybody who has come out to support the Jam, and especially last Saturday for all the support. There was lineups, and yeah, it was. I think like 400 people in there.
Man, it felt like more.
Yeah, the stage was slammed.
Amanda says, "I love your Jam sign." I love the Jam sign.
Everybody has complimented
Dude.
the Jam sign, and Lucas, shouts out to Lucas,
Shouts out.
who took the time to put that together.
I'm telling you,
I mean, it was made super cheap, and I mean, it
super good.
super good, super cheap. It kind of like encompasses everything that is the Jam, and it looked perfect where it was, how big it was, the way it was lit up.
Dude, like we need one of those. We need one of those for in here.
Right? Yeah, I know a guy.
Oh yeah.
I'll talk to
Give him
him.
a little shout. No, I think it made all the footage look like great. Every picture and video, like, oh man, the sign was real cool though.
It was.
And the cupcakes were nice too.
Hey, it was we got those that day too. We got the cupcakes.
Bro, I like that. I was giving them away. I was trying to get people to eat them. It was good. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're giving them.
But your
cupcakes.
crowd there is always like real cool, and they're always like, I was just telling someone earlier, like you go to other clubs and stuff, the vibe is not the same. You go to the Jam, it's like everybody kind of just knows everybody.
Just
and
it's
it's just like your house, and people just coming.
basically it should
got a big house.
It's like a house party. Yeah, it's a big house welcome party.
That's what it feels like, yeah.
Right? You know, cheap drink, good music, good tunes,
Cheap
good people.
drinks, yeah.
And just everybody comes, is able to be themselves and just dance.
Just be you.
Be you, ladies and gentlemen. Be you.
Always. We digress.
We digress, and we will start getting into today's
Now.
show.
Yo.
So today we have an interesting episode, as usual.
Yeah, we do.
We're going to talk about the following subjects, ladies and gentlemen. This is an unfortunate thing coming from Russia. This lady was given some wrong medication, and it was essentially giving embalming fluid,
Ooh.
and she passed away. So the stuff that is to preserve your body and your organs, you know, for viewing your body when you pass away, was given to this lady while she was alive.
It's never good.
Not a good thing.
No.
Keeping with the not good things, Floyd Mayweather back in the news, but not him. His bodyguard was apparently struck with a bullet.
Be very, very careful
Right?
when you're protecting the Mayweather.
I'd say.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
That's why you call the bodyguard.
right? You never think you would take
He
a
earned his
bullet.
money that night, though.
I would hope so. And another odd, disturbing case coming from other parts of the world. A man in Japan was recently found to have kept his son in a 1 meter tall, 1 meter wide cage for 20 years.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'll
Can't wait
talk
to hear
about
that one.
And finally, Tony and his lists. It wouldn't be Monday. It wouldn't be Tony without a list. He has the top 10 things, the things that you shouldn't say during, a first date?
First date. Do not say these things.
Do not say them, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
And for those wondering, we are doing an April challenge. And that challenge for April is
Oh, yes.
we find a random
Almost forgot.
word in the dictionary
Yeah.
and we try to incorporate that word into one of the stories.
Yes.
So today's word, Zygon.
Oh,
It is
is that a real word?
connecting
Zygon.
connecting bar. Zygon is a connecting bar. Connecting to what? I don't know. But
Zygon.
it's Zygon.
Connecting bar.
Okay.
We're not talking about the drinking bar.
No, I'm assuming some
Okay.
sort of
Connecting bar.
structural device
Connecting
here.
bar it is, I guess. Jeez.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, unlike a lot of podcasts, this is done live, so we would love to hear your opinions and
Yeah. Always.
recommendations on stories. So, hey, and if we're ever missing a story, send us something in and we'll talk about it.
We love to hear about those things.
Yeah. Up first, let's talk about, actually, up first, today in Talk of Trends history, happy birthday goes out to Hugh Hefner. He would have been 92.
92.
Yeah.
He died in September, I believe.
Yeah.
Died at the age of 91. He would have been, 92 years old. Man, that guy had
Quite the career.
probably the life of, probably the best life ever.
I could imagine. I don't think he would have much to complain about.
I think if you were a male, and even if you're a female,
Hey, listen, yeah, if the roles are reversed, I'm sure
man.
any female would love to be in his position surrounded by,
Beautiful creatures.
good-looking men or whatever your choice is.
whatever you like,
Whatever you like. In a nice mansion,
Beverly Hills, live the dream, live the life,
Everything-
and live the long one,
a very long
which
one.
is good for him.
Nice and happy, hopefully. And yeah, so rest in peace and happy birthday goes out to you, sir.
Amanda's already used your word of the day.
Oh.
She said, "Does the jam sign have lots of Zygons?"
It's
Well used.
I think it did. It had four Zygons.
Good job.
That was
I
amazing.
enjoy that very much. Very well done. I was going to use that, and damn, I can't even use it anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, it's over.
Allow me to remove my gum from my mouth because that's very rude.
A little rude, yeah.
A little
We all
rude.
do.
Don't want to hear that chewing. It's a bad radio etiquette.
No.
Anyway, so this woman here, she was embalmed alive in a hospital era. So a woman was injected with a drug used to stop corpses from decomposing in a horrific incident that's now subject of a criminal investigation. So this Russian woman was killed after allegedly being embalmed alive in a horrific medical blunder, to say the least. I can't believe it. I can't
Talk
imagine.
about a lawsuit.
I know. I can't imagine what this person probably went through.
Ooh,
Feel like, I don't know.
slow death.
Very slow. I'm assuming probably very painful. I could only imagine. Her name,
Russian?
Very Russian. I apologize. Ekaterina Fedeyeva,
That could work.
27, is said to have died after medics put her on formalin drip, a solution containing formaldehyde, instead of saline.
Ooh.
Not sure how you get the two confused. I mean, you think you would, as a medical professional, read what you're giving
Read the
somebody.
label. Okay.
But I mean, these things happen, ladies and gentlemen. People amputate wrong legs. People, go in.
They have wrong surgeries.
Wrong
It
surgeries.
happens, yeah, for sure.
It does happen. So, I mean, but in this case, holy smokes, a wrongful
good.
death. So she was in hospital for unspecified but routine surgery when she was injected with formalin normally infused into the veins to the dead to prevent decomposition. So her mother accused physicians of murder following the incident. She suffered horrible pains and convulsions for 2 days before falling into a coma. She was attached to a life support machine, but her heart stopped beating several times throughout the event. Or events, should I say. After being flown to another hospital in Moscow, she briefly woke up from her coma before dying of multiple organ failure, according to the Sun. Yeah, her mother and husband were with her when she came around from the surgery in her ward. Said her legs were moving, she had convulsions, her whole body was shaking. Like, I can only imagine just the Ugh.
What a way to go,
Just
man.
the fear and just everything from the patient, the daughter in the situation, and even her husband and her mother. Like I can only imagine just the roller coaster of emotions these guys and everybody must have been going through. So they had no idea. So the mother said she had no idea it was formalin. Now I understand formalin was simply eroding her body from the inside. People who performed the surgery already knew that they infused something wrong. They needed to take some urgent measures, but they did nothing, apparently. The mother says she begged doctors to help, but her claims were told to go home. And she said, I begged. I pleased for help. She is my only child. I think they just wanted me to go away and to hide everything. So she was eventually, rushed to another hospital for intensive care overnight as her condition deteriorated. For 14 hours after surgery, she was living with this formalin, and they still did nothing, she said. The mother went in search of the doctors and found them in a huddle discussing how to tell us that a terrible mistake had been made.
Wow.
I can't imagine. But they didn't admit it exactly what happened, with a female doctor allegedly telling her a medical mistake took place. She is in a coma now. Her heart, her lungs, her liver stopped working. She is attached to an artificial lung ventilator. So medics eventually used 52 drugs in a desperate attempt to save the woman. Again, she was flown to the Moscow hospital, but she tragically died. The criminal investigation is on the way, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm sure a major civil lawsuit
I can only
is
imagine.
also on the way.
I would hope a lawsuit comes from this. This is, whew,
I don't think there's any doubt about that.
that's a hard one.
There's a lot of medical malpractice out there, and people wrongful death as being in hospital for whatever the case may be. This one here seems very irresponsible.
Super irresponsible.
How do you get why are those two different medicines so close to each other that you get them confused?
And that's the thing. I was trying to figure out.
One's to help you live, one's to help you die.
Yeah, and preserve things. And also, I think the other one is also to help clean things as well. So I don't know. Again, I don't know where they keep this in this hospital. Clearly, hopefully they've learned some sort of grave lesson here to, reorganize the inventory of where they get their saline. And, I think these should be clearly two separate closets
and should be administered by probably two different people.
Oh my God.
Positions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just
check.
seems like there's a major wire crossing there with this person's responsibility of doing this and that.
Right.
Why would the same person have access to both and get them confused?
Right.
That just seems really weird, man. I don't know.
Ugh.
I don't know. That's pretty sad.
Yeah,
How old was she again? She was young too, right?
27, sir.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Terrible, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
I don't really have any other words, and just I feel bad for her and the family for going through something like this. I can't imagine.
Yeah. Well, shouts out to the family. Hopefully they're gonna get some big money at least out of this.
At least, it's the least. I can't bring the daughter back, but
something better than nothing. I guess.
Something better than nothing. Hopefully, it doesn't get swept under the carpet like the mother was saying that the doctors were kind of trying to do. I don't know.
Which is another big thing. Yeah.
Right. So
not good.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you talk to your health professionals and make sure you know what's going on at all times. And if you think something's wrong, point it out right away.
Yeah, don't wait.
Don't wait, ladies and gentlemen.
You may turn into a mummy.
You may turn into a mummy. Up next, Floyd Mayweather making headlines, but not in the ring.
Not in the ring. He was in Atlanta recently, and his bodyguard took a shot for him. He did his job. He's getting major pay. He is alive. Bodyguard for boxing champ Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, is recovering in Atlanta hospital after being shot in the leg outside a hotel early Monday, police say. Doesn't appear to be a random incident. Investigators say that there are incidents, quote, the shooter was targeting the victim's vehicle. According to Atlanta police, Bodyguard was in a convoy of 3 cars that was traveling to the hotel in the city around 3 a.m., they say, on early Monday morning. Quote unquote, we believe that Mr. Mayweather had been in one of the other vehicles in the caravan and was not injured. The bodyguard, Yes, so that happened. Let me see. So he's recovering right now. So he was, let's see here. Yeah, 3 vehicles. Another vehicle pulled up beside. So basically, cops say another vehicle pulled up beside them at an intersection of Peachtree Road and Highland Drive, fired several times at one of the vehicles. All 3 vehicles fled. Reported being followed for a distance, I guess, by this other vehicle. After losing the vehicle that was following them, the victim's vehicle drove to Grady Hospital, where the victim was treated for a gunshot wound to the leg. He's in stable condition. At the time, it appeared it was not a random shooting. Like I said, they were targeting that vehicle in particular. So,
Crazy.
Very, very careful. I mean, I think it kind of goes. This is kind of one of those things that Floyd, of course, as you know, very flamboyant, very blunt, very bold.
Right.
Makes a lot of crazy statements, and is very shows off a lot when he goes out.
Yeah.
And whether that was a reason for this particular situation, who knows? Maybe there's more to the story.
Yeah.
But these guys, it always seems like there's an easy job being a bodyguard. You're making a lot of money. You get to go to all the parties and hang around.
Right.
But this is a serious situation. I think us hanging around, we know we've been to shows, celebrities, and whoever's performing. Yeah. We kind of take that for granted sometimes. But it could have been a lot worse for this guy. I mean, he got shot in the leg, so that's not as bad.
No.
But the guy's recovering. And they don't say anything about Floyd's not putting out any statements, obviously. Right. Who knows if something happened, and they're still investigating what happened here.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those things. It's one, I find it interesting that Conor McGregor and then Floyd has something. Like, Conor McGregor has something going on outside the ring, and then a couple days later, Floyd Mayweather, again, has something outside the ring. But, in this case, I mean, when you start making that amount of money, you're attracting a whole new kind of people towards you. I mean, anybody probably wants a piece of it. Yeah. You're at a crazy level of fame. Yeah. And, there's people who just want some notoriety for just fucking shit up, essentially for a celebrity, just to be like, one day they could tell their kids or their jail mates or wherever this ends up, a little story, be like, hey, I remember that. Well, that was me. I was responsible for that. And as you were saying earlier, it's just kind of one of those things you take for granted, all the bodyguards that are around you, and for the most part, nothing happens. Yeah. But then you have these situations where, I mean, something clearly got out of line, and these guys it escalated to a pretty serious level.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, the good thing is, like I said, the guy survived. A little bit before this incident happened, Mayweather and his entourage had spent at least part of the night at the club, not far from Buckhead. Now, Buckhead in Atlanta is known as kind of a rougher area.
Bankhead.
Yeah. Both Mayweather's and the club's social media accounts promoted his appearance. So he's on appearance early that evening. Also posted video of Mayweather enjoying music in the packed club. So he was there, lots of people around. Of course, he's throwing money around. He actually did throw money into the air. At one point, tub of champagne bottles, doing with sparklers, paraded through the club. So
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't think I sit here knowing how much money I have in the bank account. And I can't picture myself if I were to come into a substantial amount. I can't see myself doing stuff like this.
It's hard to say, man. Like, it's just because
but I know
he's done it for so long.
Yeah,
right?
He's lived the life. It's basically been his life for the last 30 plus probably years.
He practically lives in Vegas. I mean, which is the city of craziness, and it's just, of course, the party town. But he's made ungodly amounts of money that we can't even fathom. Yeah. Having almost $1 billion. I mean, I can't even imagine. So this lifestyle may seem a little wild to me and you.
It's just every day for him.
Just every day for him. And he's making an appearance. So it's not to say that he went out and ordered all the bottles.
No, and that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. For some of these appearances, the club actually not only pays the person to come, but they'll also give them money to throw inside the club, and they'll pay for the bottle service just for the allure.
It's all on them, man. Yeah, it's all on them, and they make the money that they make for an appearance for an appearance is not much, especially for him, I should say, because compared to how much he makes boxing, but. It's just keeping up that lifestyle, keeping up the image. He has to keep it up now. But, yeah, most of the time when you have the bottles and the money, like I said, most of the time it's the club that's actually providing most of that just to make it that much more of a crazy night. So,
right.
But, anyway, he's okay. Yeah. But, We'll do a quick roll call here. A lot of
Shouts
people
out.
jumping on.
Yeah.
Dylan, Steven, Jeanette, Brianna, Amanda, Karen, Tracy, Julie, who else? Kathy, PJ in the house. PJ Smith.
Hey.
Carrie and Mike. Thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate it.
Shouts out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in yet again
Yeah.
to Talking Trends. We really do appreciate it. Mayweather definitely has enough money to buy a couple Zygons if I were to say so myself.
Wait a minute now. You're not referring it to a specific
He could. It's a Zygon.
connecting bar.
It's a connecting bar. Mayweather
Okay.
has enough money to buy a lot
some.
of.
He can buy
connecting
some
bar.
Zygons.
He can buy a lot of Zygons.
All right, he likes Zygons.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering what Zygon is, it's a connecting bar. And if you're wondering why we're even talking about a Zygon,
Yeah, why are we doing
it's because April is the challenge, and the challenge is dictionary word. And every day we do the show, we have to take a random word out of the dictionary and try and incorporate it into a topic.
that? Yeah. So Zygons be it.
Zygon-
He can probably buy the word Zygon from the dictionary. The amount of money he's
pretty
got.
much.
Yeah,
He can probably buy the dictionary.
he can.
Up next, this crazy story. Man, this is nuts. I don't have
This
that
just
much.
sounds weird, man.
This sounds like some kind of movie would be made
Stephen
from
King,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. So a Japanese father kept his son in a 1 meter tall cage for more than 20 years. So a man has been arrested in Japan for allegedly keeping his son in a wooden cage for more than 20 years, according to reports. Yoshitan.
You got all the.
Yeah, I know. Yoshitan Yamasaki, 73, claimed he was locked. Claimed he locked his son, now 42, in a 1 meter tall box because he had mental health problems that made him sometimes violent. So, according to officials, quoted a broadcaster from some news station. The cage was allegedly less than 2 meters wide and stood by a hut by the family home. The son, of course, has been taken into care of the authorities. He was being fed every day, officials said, and allowed to wash every other day since his father locked him up, aged about 16. So now he's suffering from a bent back because, the cage is only a meter tall. He was finally released after a city official paid a visit to the home in January that aroused their suspicions. The elderly father was arrested in January for 36 hours, and it was unclear if further action will be taken.
What?
Yeah, I got to do some more research on this story. But
Wow.
The fact that ladies and gentlemen, these stories do exist. There's a lot of people.
real.
There's a lot of motherfucking people in the world. There's like 7 billion of us, and trust me, you take 1% of that 7 billion and you save that 1% for fucked up people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people for some crazy things to happen to.
No doubt.
And think of all the stuff that you don't hear. So, I mean, this is a crazy story, but I know there's crazier shit than this.
What's he gonna get is the big question. What's gonna be the criminal?
Well, here's the thing.
You know what I mean? Like,
Didn't you think about this guy? He's 73. What do you do to a 73-year-old man in jail? Okay, go in there. Put him in for life. I mean,
guess.
you're going to die anyway.
I guess so. Man, what a sad thing that is.
Yeah.
Jeanette says, I couldn't imagine. Wow. It's like the girl whose father locked her in the basement for 24 years in Austria.
Yeah. Those things happen, man.
Man,
Yeah.
what's wrong with people?
Listen, here's the thing. And it's funny that this guy, he said he locked his son up for mental issues.
Right.
Back in the day, listen, doctors and stuff used to do some crazy things for people with mental issues too.
True.
And
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
and comparatively, locking him up, I don't know. You either can take either side of the coin of get locked up for 20 years or be experimented on for however long. They did some wild stuff, ladies.
They did some crazy stuff back in the day for sure.
for mental illness, and I mean,
What was the cage? Was it 1 meter?
1 meter tall, 1 meter wide.
Oh,
That's
my
why it's
God.
a bent back.
Well, with a 1 meter cage, a lot of Zygons holding that thing together.
Unbelievable.
Boom, baby. How you like them actions right there? A lot of Zygons holding that cage together. You got a lot of them crossing bars, connecting bars. So, yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about.
I'll give you that one. That was
All right.
that was
pretty
better.
good.
That was better than mine.
That wasn't too bad.
I'll give you that.
Jeanette says there's a story of the girl who locked her boyfriend in the attic for years while she lived there with her husband. That's a different one.
God.
Wow.
Hey, man.
Okay. Jeanette's got all these stories. Jeanette, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Who
Jeanette-
do you got locked in your motherfucking house?
Yeah, you seem to know a lot about people being locked up. Jeanette.
You know a little too much.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, it's not funny, obviously, but
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, that's sad, man. People are crazy. What are you gonna do?
People are crazy, and ladies and gentlemen, if you see one, you just slowly back away. Or if you get the little hint of someone being crazy, you just keep your space.
They say, "Come look at my cage."
You might want to back off.
Don't go look at the cage.
Yeah, don't. He's like, if someone says, "Hey, check out these Zygons. I built a cage with these Zygons." Yeah, just take a little couple steps
Check out
back.
this Zygon construction here.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'm into Zygons. They may get you like that, but
Next thing you know, you're locked up for 20 years.
next thing you know, you gone.
A bunch of Avengers movies have come out.
It's not good.
You know, Master P's released more albums. And
Boy, that'll be the day.
right. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, Tony wrapping things up with his top 10 list of things not to say on the first date. I can't wait.
First dates are tough enough as it is, right?
Tony's going to tell you how,
So I'll tell you
how and probably to make them tougher.
Yeah, definitely. Don't do these. Don't say these top 10 things on your very first date with somebody. Number 1, I'll go backwards. Number 10.
Okay, there you go.
How's your relationship with your parents? Subjects that parents can strike a chord with people makes them uncomfortable. It's particularly true if they aren't good on good terms with their parents. So, yeah, that could be a little bit of a touchy subject. If you don't have a good relationship with your parents,
That's just a weird question to ask anyway.
it is weird. That's why they say don't ask these. These are weird questions you shouldn't ask for.
It's like, how's the lobster bisque? Yeah, great. How's your relationship with your parents?
I know, right? Can you imagine?
Okay.
Number 9. What are your deal breakers? Probably not the best thing. It seems like asking up front could save some time, but it's a backfire. This question comes off as you're trying to find out what the other person likes, so you can either pretend not to do it or, so pretend to not do it honestly, basically. So
And if they say, I have no deal breakers, then you're in, ladies and gentlemen.
You're a deal breaker,
You
stupid.
Go right in.
Yep.
That's the green light.
Yeah, that's the move.
Okay.
Number 8. Do you want to have kids? Probably on the first date, not a great
Yeah, you save that for like the third at least.
Yeah, so they say the first date should be just on lighter notes. This is a heavy question, a loaded question. Avoid that question. Kid conversation shouldn't be happening on the first one.
Wow.
Number 7. Do you like my outfit?
Really?
Or any other question related to your appearance. These are loaded questions, and you may not be happy with the answer. So you definitely want to put them on the spot. You're feeling like you're putting them on the pressure. Yeah, because what if if you ask them and they lie?
Well, how are you gonna tell if they're lying? Well, I mean, you did a top 10 of how people are lying. So.
If they're on, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's right. If they start doing this or looking to the left,
right, they're lying.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm trying to think if I ever did that on a date. It's like, hey, look at me. How does this look? Actually, I probably never have because I generally wear pretty much the same thing.
This is the outfit
This
of every
is it, ladies and gentlemen.
all first dates.
Yeah, this is it. You're gonna get.
Yeah.
You're not getting like dressed up, TK. That's like wedding or like special event stuff. You're gonna get hoodie and jogging pants. So
Yeah, that TK.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's just,
so you can find him in a restaurant easy enough.
Yeah,
because he's wearing the same thing.
I'm wearing the same
As
thing.
you see right here.
Right here.
I would think females would be more the ones that would say, "Oh, what do you think of this outfit?" So you got to be very careful how you answer that question. Obviously,
Looks great.
yeah, but then it's like a trigger answer. Anyway,
What? Okay, is it really
would you tell a girl honestly if she didn't look great?
on the first date?
Yeah, probably a bad move.
No, I would just say yes. Of course. Of course. How could you ever be wrong?
Well, what if she didn't look great?
Excuse me, beautiful. Excuse me, beautiful.
Just calm
I
yourself
can't
down.
I can't believe you're on a date with me. I can't believe I'm dating you right now. I can't believe you're at this table.
Now you're bringing your value down.
Oh, damn, Tony.
Yeah, I
Damn,
got you.
You're good.
Dr. Phil in the house.
Man.
Number 6. Are you seeing anyone else? Yeah.
You know what?
This question implies a more intimate question. Are you having sex with anyone else? Is basically what you're saying.
Okay,
So
fair
first
enough.
date, maybe avoid that kind of question. Plus, it seems a little too pryy. Like you're just getting in there too much. First date, are you seeing anyone? I don't know. Weird.
Whose dick you sucking?
Yeah.
Just come right out and
Are
say
you
it.
jumping up and down on?
Yeah, who's sucking somebody?
That might be the better way to say it.
Yeah, you just got to come right out, ladies and gentlemen.
Whose penis is in your mouth?
Whose dick is in your mouth?
Yesterday. Or maybe today.
That was from a DMX skit, by the way. Shouts out to DMX for that great skit. Anyway,
Yep. Number 5. How much did that cost? It's a big no-no. Whether it's an apartment watch or a handbag, it's none of your business. So it's just plain tricky. Just don't talk about anything that concerns money and how much things cost. Probably a weird question to ask anyway.
How much does that cost?
Yeah.
Would you say that for the bill?
I would say if she has a nice watch, compliment the watch, but don't ask how much it was.
Oh,
right?
okay.
If you liked it. If you don't like it, then tell her that watch
Yeah, how
sucks.
much does that shitty watch cost? I probably would not have paid I probably wouldn't have paid $1 for that.
I only got it. I got it for $2.
It looks like garbage on your wrist, ma'am.
Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah.
Number 4, where do you see this relationship going? Probably on a first date. A big no-no. They say it makes you look desperate. I agree. Number 3, you're not crazy, are you?
You didn't lock anybody in cages.
Have you locked anybody in a cage recently?
Yeah, Jeanette, have you locked somebody in a cage?
Do you know what a Zygon is?
Yeah, do you know what a Zygon is?
That'd be a great question to ask on a first date.
Yeah.
Number 2, what dating apps are you on? What purposes really serve? Basically, a dating on a love couch. So basically, all the different apps. Generally, it becomes a bashing session for all the various apps and sites out there. It doesn't really add to the experience of.
I'm just gonna put a generality out there.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna say, if you met on a dating app,
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot the load, as they say.
Jeez.
I would make a bet that you're not the only person they're probably talking to.
Yeah.
You probably weren't the first one they swiped right on. Well, is it right or yeah? It's right, correct. I don't know. I'm not on the.
You're familiar with this app, or are you saying you're not familiar?
I'm not familiar with. I had it once. Okay. But I just can't remember which way you swipe for yes or no. I'm assuming right for yes.
Left is no, I think, and then right is
anyway.
right.
So I'm assuming if you meet on if I meet you on a dating app, I'm just assuming you've been talking to other people, and that should just eliminate other questions of are you dating anybody else or have you been dating anybody else? That's why we're all out here, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you're there. That's why you're on the sites.
Fair enough.
You know.
It's a safe assumption.
Is that a good assumption for me? Yeah. Then you don't, then you just take those questions out of the equation.
Out of the mix.
It's right there. Gone.
Yeah. Maybe just keep it light. You know what I mean?
Keep it light.
Number 1.
You just ask how much that watch costs.
Yeah. Or it looks shitty.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Or bad it looks.
You seem great. So why are you single?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you still single, I should say? There's so many things wrong with this question. For starters, it presupposes that there's something wrong with being single. Beyond that, it's quite possible that a person hasn't met the right soulmate yet, and that's why they're not in a relationship. If you're on a date and you realize that you're sitting across from someone who seems amazing and still single, don't ask them why. Simply be happy about it and continue your date.
I've heard that a couple times. Like, I just don't understand why this person's single. I'm like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah, would you question, like, if you know someone, like, even if you know somebody for a little while and you know they're single and they
then
seem
I know
pretty
why,
cool?
Then I probably know why they're single.
You answer your own question. Oh my God!
I know, ladies and gentlemen, I know why I'm single. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, why is you single, brother?
Who me? Because I choose to be single, motherfucker.
See, there's the answer.
Well, that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm choosing to focus on myself because when
You've got a lot of work to do.
I got quite a lot of work to do. Goddamn. But yeah, no, just I honestly don't have the time to facilitate a relationship at the moment. I like my time. I like a lot of my time.
You like TK time?
Lots of TK time.
Yeah.
And when I'm ready for a relationship, your boy will settle down. I have no problem settling down.
Okay.
But
Amanda's asking. She says, "TK, why are you single?" So you just got it there.
That's it. It's like I like
TK's working on all this.
Working all this, you know, eating healthy. You know, got this good gym routine going right now. And I mean, if I find someone to join me for that, yeah, it's cool. You can join along for that.
You're not opposed to dating.
Not opposed to dating at all.
No, see?
Never.
He's willing to date.
Willing to date.
So, Talking Trends World, if you have a female who would be interested in going on a date with this fine gentleman, you can hit us up. DM is always the best way to get a hold of him, and he'll take you to the jam or bump and grind even better.
And to the gym, too. We could have a gym date. How about that?
Gym date, a vegan lunch, and no alcohol.
Yeah, no. Still on the no alcohol train.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna break it on Saturday, to be honest.
I broke it a few times on Saturday. Listen, it's a good time.
Yeah.
So on the market, people,
boys,
take advantage. Take advantage. Jesus, how do we become a dating show all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know.
Listen,
you and your damn top 10 list. That's
if I could set you up, I'd be like the whatchamacallit, the matchmaker dude.
There you go.
You know,
I don't know his name. Cupid
is me.
Okay, cool.
Cupid. Stupid.
Ooh, shots fired.
Cupid, he's lurking in the background with a fucking arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the things, guys. Listen, the bottom line is if you're on a first date, just go easy.
Play cool, ladies and gentlemen.
Be relaxed.
Go with the flow.
Be a fun guy.
Tell a couple jokes.
Or girl. Just be laid back and chill.
Yeah, don't worry. Here's another hot tip.
Here we go. Hot tip.
Let's try to stay off the phone, too. I will say that doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to talk about dates and things, I think not to say, here's one not to do.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I know it's hard to leave sometimes, and you're in the morning, it's your first thing. You scroll and you're like, oh, what's everybody else up to? Don't wonder what everybody else is up to on your first date or on any date.
Would you get upset if the girl's on her phone on the first date?
It kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
It's definitely has happened before. I'm just like, why am I over? Why'd you invite me over? Or why'd you...
you already at the house? What's up? You already in the door?
No, it's not even that.
Whoa. I don't know what kind of first dates you're having, brother.
Unbelievable, man. But no, just in general, when I'm with somebody, I put my phone away.
Put it away.
I like to anyway. Even when I'm hanging out with you, I'll put my phone away most of the time, depending on whatever we're doing.
I do appreciate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, a little courtesy, okay?
Amanda says he already said he doesn't want a relationship. Well, he didn't say. Yeah, I guess he did.
I'm not opposed, but it's just not right now.
He's open to dating.
We can hang out. We can hang out. We can do fun things and not
start with a gym session.
Start with a gym sesh.
Yeah. So his ideal mate would be somebody who's into physical activity and no phones.
No phones. Yeah.
You need
runs 5 kilometers a day for 90 days
per
straight.
day. Doesn't necessarily enjoy the alcoholic beverages. No, you're not opposed to it. You just don't do it. But that's
I don't
fine.
do it right now. I'll get back when the summer's. Listen, when summertime's back, you're gonna see your boy out having a couple beverages on the patios.
Yeah. Oh, we got to do that first one. I better be there for the first one.
Whenever the first one is, that will be probably the first day I start drinking.
Crack a bottle.
I will crack a nice a Soleil.
Ooh, those were good in the summer.
Yeah,
I remember those Freeman days.
Yeah, that's what
you can't get out of there.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's another thing. I'm starting to save up for my drinking this summer.
Jeanette says, "What about a jam session for a first date?
Like a
What do you mean?
What kind of jam session?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What kind of jam you talking about?
Yeah, like
peanut butter and jam,
peanut butter jam,
or like a jammy
DJ jam, or
would you date a female DJ?
Would I? I don't have any. I would date anybody as long. Got to be compatible, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. I love how we're digging into your life.
Yeah, what's going on? How did this become a show?
I'm getting responses. I'm going where the people want to go. That's how we direct the show, man. Like where the people want to go, we just ride that wave. That's what a good host does, right? I don't know. I would know. I'm not one, so I have no clue.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, keep it light, people. On the first date, keep it light. Have fun. I think that's the moral of the story.
Exactly.
Here.
I think just have fun with it.
I mean, yeah. Oh, Amanda says good answer. See, she likes. Is that my answer or his answer? I don't think my answer is much better. But those are the no-nos on your first date. So
I just generally like that. Listen, I'm fun. I just like that fun. You like that fun. I have my serious moments. Yes, when the serious moments need to be had.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you always see a smile on this guy's face. Just for having a good time and
just have fun.
God damn, like I'm happy to wake up every morning.
Start with that,
right?
Forget about the date. But the phone thing, I do kind of agree with.
Yeah,
I do like that thing because in today's society, it's crazy. I like to do the mutual check.
Right.
So if I see, someone reach for their phone, I'll do a quick check, and then they usually go down around the same time.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like a mutual.
Right.
It's unheard. You don't talk about it, but it's just kind of like.
Or if you're just like, if you're in a conversation, you're like, oh, I saw this thing. It would be a good conversation piece. Or if you're going to look something up, it relates to the. That's kind of
like a cool icebreaker too when you're sitting there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like bring up something like you said on the phone or something.
Yeah, just be like, just this interesting article you've read, or or again, if it comes up in conversation, you just don't want to be like.
Well, your first date.
What was that? Sorry.
Your first date might not like that.
My other
too
Tinder,
much.
I just he hit me up, or she hit me up.
Yeah, I got to go right quick.
Yeah, I actually just accepted a date for my other Tinder date.
Should you have like a back out, like a phone call? Tell your friend, listen, I'm gonna send you a text if things aren't going well. You give me a call and I got to get out of this thing.
That's where you just make one plan. To do one thing. You just
do it.
You just go, hey, if you're going to go to the movies, then you go to the movies. Don't do anything after or before, just in case.
Yeah.
if you don't enjoy the date.
It's not the end of the world.
So if you have a coffee, go out for a coffee. That's usually generally quick. I'd say a first date, go to a coffee place.
What's the ideal first date?
Right?
Coffee.
Coffee, somewhere where you can kind of control the duration, because essentially you got to go up and get the coffee, get the tea. You're not waiting around. If the date does suck, man, every second feels like a goddamn hour. You'd be like, this food's still not here yet, and this guy's still like, ugh.
Yeah,
like
you don't want that.
like,
That's a bad scenario.
right? We've all went on some bad dates, I'm sure, in our time. And I'm sure we've, those seconds just feel like they're just going backwards sometimes.
Forever. Yeah.
So I think it's just, you want to choose, just in case, just make it light. Your first date, nice and light.
Yeah.
And
fun.
Yeah, you control the duration.
Amanda's suggesting we use a new hashtag. The new hashtag will be hashtag TK's dating.
Okay.
And also she wants you to remake TK's carpet commercial.
Fair enough. I can do that.
That's not bad. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that. I like that commercial.
Anyway, we digress. This dating thing was going on for a while.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We should have a dating dedicated show. Like, just do a bunch of people jumping on, and we'll be like a live Tinder.
We should do like the
That could end very badly.
like matchmaker.
We'll just have people like 5 seconds come in. They got 30 seconds to say what's on their mind, and then they move on. We don't know that many people.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Jeanette says no cages. That's a great first date.
Yep.
No cages.
Fair. That's a good icebreaker right there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think we're done. We beat this horse beyond recognition. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
A quick shout out as well, of course, as we've been seeing on the news, a very bad story out of the west near Saskatchewan, where the Humboldt Broncos hockey team bus crashed, of course, recently, and 15 victims dead, unfortunately, and 14 injured. We want to send, of course, it's been all over the news, very sad story. Quick shout out and love to all the families and everybody out there that's going through this terrible tragedy, of course, out there, and our love out to all of them. Never like to see anything like this happen, especially where it's a lot of people at one time, and
Exactly.
this kind of thing. They do happen, and
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you. I mean, so many young people too. And again, as you said, is this all in one area, and it's just it's unfortunate. And they're just going to a sporting event, just and it's the last thing you would ever want to happen to your family member or friend, what have you. So
absolutely, yeah.
Here from myself and Tony, we're sending out some love and condolences to the families, friends, and everybody affected. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, when you get home tonight, send someone a I love you text or something like that.
Yeah, give the fam an extra hug tonight.
Yeah, or if you know what, and even if you have a pet, give your pet a little hug or something.
Pets need love too.
Something, man.
Pets need love too.
You never know. Tomorrow is not promised, ladies and gentlemen. So you got to live every day with the most upbeat and love in your system.
Yeah. So mad love out to them.
Mad love out to them. Mad love out to you guys listening and watching. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it.
We'll be back tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow a little bit earlier. I'll be on time.
We're sliding a little bit on the time.
I will take today's grid. Today just got a little ahead of me. So
yeah. We'll be back tomorrow on time.
Yes, we will.
Ish. Thank you everybody for joining us. We will see you tomorrow, 5:00.
Sounds good.
Come back again.
And we're out.
Peace.